Those kids are so much better than me. Anyway, I'm here in Mount Washington. I'm going to get a few laps in today and just try and work on a few things and try and improve my skills and fitness in the DH world. So what I'm probably going to focus on today is just hitting up a nice easy blue run. The run I'm going to be hitting today is going to be called Highway 19, and it's a nice long bermy blue run that I'll take you along with me. And really what I'm going to focus on today is just trying to keep the berms nice and smooth, my braking coming into the corners being done before I get to the corners, and then keep my body centered, because if I'm too far forward or back, I have to compensate a lot, and generally that compensation is with my hands, trying to hold on to the bars if I'm too far back, or if I'm too far forward, my hamstrings and quads will start to burn out as well. So this is by no means a instructional video. If you have tips, please leave them. I will read them. And yeah, let's see if I can improve. Alright, nice and slow at the top, little jump over and on. This is a slow section, very flat. I'll probably speed this up in concert, because I don't feel like pedaling. Alright, let's slow this back down to 100%, and yeah, I'm going to provide a little commentary from my desk and see how this goes. But yeah, all these little berms and everything frustrate me a little bit, because I'm always holding on the brakes a little bit, just because I don't trust the speed going into it. And the problem I find when I'm holding on the brakes with the finger there, is I'm also gripping a little harder, and that weight gets shifted forward a little more than if you weren't braking. So just a lot of little things kind of domino to make you more and more tired. And my hamstrings, quads, and hands just take a beating. So that's kind of the goal, is to brake before these berms and have confidence in my tire pressure and grip and body position, so that I can rail these berms a little faster. Mid-mountain, Highway 19. Here's a good example. I'm on the brakes when I should be able to hold my speed through here. These berms are built pretty well, and carry a lot of speed through here would be super. Doing pretty good, but I could definitely get a little more speed. Coming up here, what I wish they would change is have some bigger berms here and here. And that way I can really push the speed, so that I can carry my speed through this kind of flatter, rollier section. I just don't keep my speed through here, but maybe I'll be able to do that as I improve. Little 1 foot root drop to some really nice flow. This is such fun trails when you get to this kind of stuff. Yeah, not picking the best line there, but keeping my speed, which is nice to feel. Again, not keeping enough speed to get through these rolly, flatter sections, but still have a lot of fun. Staying high in the berms here, that's good. And up here is good speed. This isn't so flat. This feels really nice. I like this line here, taking a nice short one, and then I like hitting those berms rolling and then just turning hard. Another brake here. Continuing down Highway 19. So some brake ruts here. But the berms are nice and solid, so you can really trust you got grip. Little wood feature here. Using the rollover. Lots of speed. Right here, I'm noticing that my fork isn't using the full 200 mils of travel smoothly. Even these little berms and little bumps are just annihilating my hands. So that's something I gotta do, is I gotta do a full service on my fork here. It's been a few years, even though I haven't ridden much, it's just kind of getting sticky and gummed up. So I'm gonna do that, so I have a nice smooth 200 mil travel instead of the 150 I've been measuring from the little ring marker on my stanchion. So sticky 150 is no good. Smooth 200 makes you go way better. Yeah, these berms are fun. It's a really nice fun section. There's good berms here. I feel like I'll be able to get a lot of speed if I just give this a
line a few more
Techie as
days.
it gets in here. On this run anyways. Practice drop.
Yeah, anytime I come to one of those little 1 foot or 2 foot drops, I try and pretend it's a lot bigger. So I try and shift my body weight back and get my butt up back over the rear wheel and my front wheel shot out so that I start hitting bigger and bigger drops as I get more comfortable with the speed.
Oh, yep. Berm.
Yeah, there's just so many things that are way better if you can keep your speed out here, and I know that. And I know that I'm on the brakes too much, but it's just getting that confidence. That just takes time and practice. It's a nice little table. I can clear, but it throws me into a really bumpy section here. I take a break here. Just
You can go ahead if you want to catch up with them.
So my hands break.
Ouch.
Yeah, if you're a beginner mountain biker, especially in the downhill area, you're going to notice your hands are just so much more sore than they are after a few days, especially at a downhill park. I notice after a few days you start loosening that grip just a little bit. It's a little bit different, trying to keep your hands shaking, so sore all the little muscles in it. Here I venture right. Left is Highway 19. And it's just more long, big berms, but this is a little more straight through, a little techier. I mean, for a blue run. Just read out these berms, which are really nice. Yeah, just straight line through here, let go of the brakes, 2 foot drop. Again, it's a 10 foot or 5 foot drop. Yeah, big wide open berms, the speed. Yeah, this little wood feature has a 3 foot drop off it. Again, just have to practice these. Ooh, that berm back there had some sand in it, so it's nice to practice just getting that weight on the outside of the bike. So dropping my left foot, it was a right turning berm, so drop my left foot to get that, my weight over the outside edge of my bike seems to be really helpful. But these guys are looking saying, man, that guy didn't get his training wheels off till like, what, a week ago? I'm like, yeah, I'm just old, guys, sorry. It's a nice little drop through trees. Just keep it straight, boom, boom. Tiny arrow berms. Yeah, at this point, whenever I do this run, I'm just tired and holding it together. It's never a great place to be, so I just need to get more days on the hill and get a better feel for it, but that's a pretty cool line. I'm proud of that. This merge I don't like. I'm not good enough to be able to look uphill, so I kind of just hold my breath going through there, which probably wasn't the best way to do it. Here you can just let her go. These 2 berms are built so solidly. Yeah, and that's it.